Crypto-Armenians, a fear of life or a renewal of identity. It was one of the worst genocides of modern times. It led to the massacre of over 1 million Armenians and nearly destroyed the fabric and identity of the Armenian culture. Millions were displaced, millions tortured, and many more were forced to hide their culture and religion for fear of persecution. It's the Armenian Genocide of 1915, one of the worst crimes against humanity the world has ever seen. Others were forced to adopt the Turkish lifestyle for fear of losing their lives, but they secretly practiced their faith and maintained their Armenian heritage behind the shadows. I'm talking about a group of unique Armenians known as Crypto-Armenians. And today, we tell their story and how they've become a symbol of Armenian resilience in Turkey. But the question is, are they still living a fearful life? Or have they finally emerged from their torrid past to freely express their identity? The plight of Armenians in the Ottoman Empire. Before the year 1914, there were over 1 million indigenous Turkish Armenians, with a majority of the population located in the eastern parts of Turkey. In fact, they were the descendants of a much larger Armenian community that had thrived for thousands of years before the emergence of the Sultanate of Rum. From 1892 to 1915, tensions between Armenians and Turks boiled over to unprecedented heights. It would soon culminate in the Armenian Genocide of 1915 to 1918, where the Young Turks government rounded up, deported, and killed over 1 million Armenians living in their ancestral land. As for the remaining Armenians in the east, they moved to a new state, the Democratic Republic of Armenia, while other refugees moved to Syria and the Middle East. The Armenians that stayed behind. From the 1930s and onwards, the handful of Armenians living in Turkey was divided into 3 small groups, although the distinction made between the groups was mainly due to population concentration and religion. First, we have the Christian Armenian population, which was, and still is, mainly located in Istanbul and its immediate environs because this was where a majority of modern Christian Armenians felt most protected. There has also been a massive influx of Christian Armenian immigrants into Turkey from Armenia in search of better paying jobs and enhanced quality of life. Most of the Christian Armenians in Istanbul either practice Armenian evangelism, Armenian Catholicism, or Armenian apostolicism. The Muslim Armenians, commonly known as the Hopa Hemshinli, are Armenians that practice Sunni Islam, being that they are the descendants of those converted to Islam during the early years of the Ottoman Empire rule. Lastly, we have Crypto-Armenians, who are a unique group of Armenians living in Turkey who are either partially or fully of Armenian ethnic origin. For several years, Crypto-Armenians have concealed their Armenian identity from the general Turkish population because their descendants were forcefully Turkified and Islamized during the height of the Armenian Genocide. The fear of being deported, displaced, or murdered made them adopt a clandestine lifestyle. Others, specifically the women and children, were taken from their native families and converted to Islam before being handed over as wives to Turks or Kurds, or being adopted into Muslim communities in Turkey. Crypto-Armenians and religion. What's interesting about Crypto-Armenians is that there is still a sizable portion of them unaware of their Armenian ethnicity. This means that they have either been living as Kurds or Turks, or identified as such. As for the majority of Crypto-Armenians aware of their origins, they embrace their Armenian heritage and even practice it among themselves, but prefer to keep silent because of fear of discrimination. Religiously, Crypto-Armenians are very complex. In fact, you can't really classify them as Christians or Muslims. For a select group of Crypto-Armenians, they practice crypto-Christianity, which means that they disguise themselves as Muslims but perform Christian baptisms, sermons, and prayers in secret. However, other crypto-Armenians strictly practice Islam and take their faith seriously. Where do crypto-Armenians live in Turkey? Presently, a large concentration of crypto-Armenians is located in the eastern provinces of Turkey, which historically bore the brunt of the Armenian genocide. One of the regions is Tunceli, where it is believed that 90% of the population is of Armenian origin. Well, that's at least what the former Armenian Patriarch of Constantinople, Aram Atesian, said in 2013 when he claimed that nearly all of Tunceli was occupied by converted Armenians. Crypto-Armenians also reside in the region of Diyarbakir, which before the Armenian genocide was recognized as an Armenian town. So heavy was the Armenian influence in the region that despite its predominantly Muslim population today, one can still find dilapidated churches built years before the Armenian genocide. While most Christian Armenians have chosen to remain hidden, others are gradually gaining the confidence to reveal their Armenian identity. Some have even been publicly baptized in churches and openly adopted Armenian names. Crypto-Armenians in the 21st century. Today, there is greater tolerance for Armenians in Turkey, especially those in the upper middle class that live in tight-knit communities. There are about 20 Armenian education institutions in Istanbul as we speak. Most Armenians in the capital are living in relative peace and harmony with Muslim families in multi-ethnic neighborhoods. Acceptance is gradually more becoming, and crypto-Armenians are slowly revealing their identity as they start to feel safer in a land that once persecuted them a century ago. Nevertheless, there is still a long way to go and break the chains of racism and ethnic hostility between the Turks and the Armenians, as the wounds and effects of a massive genocide are still reflected in the international relationship between the two nations today. But with the sands of time ever passing, relations between Turks and Armenians is gradually softening as a new generation emerges that does not harbor the same ill sentiments as their fathers and forefathers once did. This is giving more crypto-Armenians the opportunity to freely express themselves. And with that being said, we have come to the end of the video. If you like what you saw and want to see more, hit like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.